At least 37 people have been killed during multiple shootings in areas around Cape Town since September last year. Now, in the latest series of shootings, 13 people were killed in Khayelitsha at the weekend on the same day. So what's behind this and what are police doing to stop these killings? Let's head on over to eNCA's RONALD MASINDA. He's in Bonteheuwel for us this morning. And RONALD, a very good morning to you. And yeah, I mean, what are the thoughts around this? What's the speculation? What are the experts saying around why we're seeing mass shootings happen, particularly in the Western Cape?
Good morning, Yveka. Well, where we were previously in Mitchell's Plain, one of the things that stood out was that unless the community doesn't work together in fighting crime, crime will continue to escalate. And we've seen quite a number of shootings in Mitchell's Plain take place in places like Tafelsig, where 4 people were gunned down recently, and 2 people were gunned down in Beacon Valley. But where we are in Bonteheuwel, traditionally it's been an area where there has been a lot of gang violence in the past. But we are led to believe, Yveka, that the situation is turning for the better. But for more, let's get the thoughts of the ward councillor, Angus McKenzie. We will also be speaking to the neighbourhood watch. Angus, first of all, you're saying a 50% decrease in crime. Tell us more.
I think to be exact, 53% decrease in crime over a sustained period of time. So it's not just been a hit-and-run situation, but for the last 3 years, we've worked excessively hard to bringing the community on board. Because evidently Bonteheuwel belongs to all those people that live in Bonteheuwel. And so Bonteheuwel as a community has a huge responsibility to overcome the challenges that they have. So despite the fact that police management has let this community down, the community has come together and we've been able to roll out many initiatives that at a certain point when you started would appear to have just been, nothing's going to come from it. The reality is that 3 years on, Bonteheuwel has seen an over 53% reduction in gang-related murders and crime.
One of the biggest issues in the past has been the issue of people being arrested but not convicted. Is this still the same?
So it's very much still the same. So we are arresting up to 40 people over a period of time, and we find that close to 70 or 80% of those people are being released within 12 hours of being arrested. The difference here is that because of our initiatives that we put in place, our street WhatsApp groups that we have, our law enforcement teams and neighbourhood watchers, those individuals that get arrested are too scared to commit crime again, because they know that in Bonteheuwel we say hulle gaan gepimp word. Very quickly they're going to get pimped, and so you have visible policing very near to the scenes of crimes, so you're able to cut it down quite quickly. So we've not eradicated gangsterism, not at all, but what we have done successfully is been able to suppress it and give back control of this community to the people of the community.
All right, Angus, we'll have to leave it there. Let's get the thoughts of the neighbourhood watch. We are joined by Joy RUITERS. Joy, thank you so much for your time. It seems like crime is on a decline here. As a neighbourhood watch, what have you done, in order to fight crime?
So what we have done, thanks to our ward councillor Angus McKenzie, projects has been laid out, and we are now busy with the community ambassador project, where we patrol not only hotspots but hotspots in our area also. And where we see we can help, we are always there to protect our people, but it's all due to the help of our ward councillor Angus McKenzie.
Joy, lastly, before I let you go, where we were previously in Mitchell's Plain, we've been hearing stories of intimidation, people who go on neighbourhood watches being intimidated by gangs and criminals. Is it the same case here?
It's much like the same, because sometimes you need to be afraid of the people that work with you, because they do get threats, but we don't fall for that threats because our community needs to be safe. So we do our utmost just to protect, and if you must go, you must go. That's from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joy. Well, a success story, it has to be said, Yveka, in terms of fighting crime, because at one stage there were about 30 murders recorded here in Bonteheuwel alone a month, and it seems like the numbers have declined quite substantially. We do know that this was one of the crime hotspots where we saw the SANDF deployment in the past, but things seem to be quite quiet in terms of the gang shootings that have been reported here in the past. In the next hour we will be visiting an area which has been regarded for many years as the murder capital of South Africa, NEIGHBOURHOOD.
Masinda, thanks very much. Trying to get to the bottom of those shootings there. And like he says, things seem to be improving. But just judging by what happened last weekend, it still remains worrying. Well,